Today is Saturday and I'm finally off. But I got some things I want to get done this morning. If you've been on our Facebook or Instagram, you've seen that we are collecting sap from our maple trees. And today we've only got about 4 gallons of sap, but we're going to try to boil it down just to see how well the process will go for us, what we need, if we need anything else before we start doing it on a bigger scale here. But first thing I gotta do, I gotta bring some wood in the house. Last night it got down close to single digits, so gotta get some wood in there and get the house warmed up. Oh, and yes, I got some bad news still about the stove. I just checked my phone. It says it's 11 degrees out right now. And believe it or not, it's supposed to get up to 37 today. And then we're supposed to get hit by a big snowstorm, so I'm going to try to get as much wood in the house as I can today. And get ready for that. Okay, so hopefully you can hear me over top of this stove. It's running pretty good right now, but I just wanted to see these cracks. My cracks are getting bigger, and then it's coming across. Let me see if I can zoom in. See? That crack's getting worse, and then it's coming across. Same on this side. And it's hard to see. See how to focus in. This one's not as bad, but it is getting gradually worse. So, not good. So I'm not going to go on about it too much in this video, but I'm not very pleased with the response I'm getting from Colway, where I bought this stove. I've called twice now, and they agreed that it needs fixed, and they need to be ones to fix it, but they're not getting a hold of me telling me what's going to happen. The last I heard, their plan is to weld it. Okay, that's fine, but let's get it going. I told them that's my only heat source, but I'm probably going to go on a rant in another video about this. But that's not the point of this video. Yeah, the wood stove saga continues, but that's not the point of this video. What I'm going to do is try to get things set up for the pan that I bought to boil down this maple syrup. Alright, so I got these concrete blocks here, and they're spaced pretty good for this pan. It's a pretty nice sized pan. I might put a back on it, try to direct the smoke one way or the other, keep the smoke out of the sap. But first things first, I'm going to get the pan, and then I'm going to put water in it, and I'm going to boil that first before we put any sap in it. Okay, so here's my stainless steel pan that I bought. And the reason I like that, or I like this pan, was because of this valve here. Once this sap boils down, I'll be able to open up this valve, and I'm going to try to filter it once here, and we'll take it inside and be able to finish it inside on the stove. But before we do that, I'm going to put some water in it and rinse it out first, and then we're going to put more water in it and start a fire and boil it. We'll give this a good rinsing. Make sure my valve ain't leaking here. I think we're pretty good. Go ahead and get the fire started. Alright. Go ahead and get all this water out. I think I'm going to rinse it out one more time. Yeah, it's gonna work. That's gonna work really nice. The blocks are set up good, so this is the low end. Alright, so while this fire is warming up, we're going to go ahead and take these buckets off because this one's pretty much full. See that? That one's pretty much full. I want to set them by the fire and let them thaw out. And hopefully these start dripping again today. They will this week for sure. Okay, let's get this one. This one's not near as full, but
almost.
You got it?
Yep. You take the big one, I'll take the little one and
Okay.
get them.
We'll go set them close to the fire, not right next to it. Set them right here. Get this fire going good, and then those will fall out.
When I'm in
Huh?
when I'm in the snow. Right here.
Get out of there. You weirdo.
I'm a weirdo.
Okay, so I got my water. It's just about ready to boil right now. I don't know if you can hear it or not. Then I got my sap ice blocks in their buckets sitting there trying to thaw them out a little bit. Once this starts boiling, I'm going to empty that out and we can go ahead and throw the ice blocks in there as long as they come out of the bucket. Put my ice blocks in. Two. Alright, so we're finally down to half a pan. I finally figured out to spread my concrete blocks and make the fire wider. That seems to be speeding it up. I should have done that sooner. But that's why we're experimenting. We're trying to find out the best way for us to do this. Yeah, we're getting close. It's starting to, I don't know if I can show you. Let me try to show you here. It's starting to shade or change color. Zoom in. See, it's starting to get a little bit darker in there. It shouldn't be too much longer. Alright, so we're getting close here. It's starting to turn a pretty good brown. I don't want to overshoot it. So I'm just about ready to open up this valve and we're going to put it in the pot. We're going to filter it with some cheesecloth and put it in the pot. You all right?
Yeah.
Okay. A little bit more. Okay. Get her out of there. Okay, so Kelsey's got another pot with some cheesecloth and she is filtering it. Because it definitely got some ash and some other things in it. We're going to filter it a few times. Look how much junk that caught.
Can you see it?
Wow, look at that. That filtered pretty good. We're going to do that again. There was a lot.
Or 212. 212
Okay,
is what water boils. Yeah, 219 is what we're going for.
I can't exercise, Mommy.
Are you cleaning up?
212. We're at 212 right now. Take it off. Good. Now what do you do?
Now we just let it cool down.
Look at all that. Let it cool down. All right. We're going to go ahead and filter from this pot. I'm going to use a stainless steel filter, and we're going to use a coffee filter. And we're going to stick down there and put it in a mason jar. We're going to do this at least twice, so we'll try that out. I don't know if I've ever had real maple syrup before.
You have. I've bought it before. But it's so expensive.
I think we had about 5 gallons that we boiled down, maybe 6, close to 6. So here's a little idea of what all that catches. The coffee filter. Oop. Good bit of junk and dirt.